Hello, I'm Green.
And I'm purple.
Welcome back to Green and Purple. We're back playing Sakura Shrine Girls. And we really couldn't think of much on such short notice, even though she told us exactly where we're supposed to go, which is Tokyo Disneyland.
So I ended up visiting a shop. We walk out with arms full of treats.
What is this Toru? This is not Tokyo Disneyland.
Snacks. Tons of them.
All of these strangely colored boxes that they are stored in.
Reminds me of Tokyo Disneyland.
Have you seen Mulan? It is my favorite.
Just how much have you been paying attention?
I suppose I could have done a better job of that.
I open up a package of dried seaweed. Try this. She sniffs it curiously, then nibbles on its end. Her face turns really sour.
That is not pleasing to my taste. You will be smited.
Game over. Sorry.
I would prefer not to sample any more of that and to get on to Tokyo Disney. What is it?
Seaweed.
Seaweed? You mean sea plants?
Yeah. Kind of think of it. Of course a cat wouldn't enjoy something like that. What was I
Racist.
thinking? Maybe I could appeal to her sweet tooth instead. I pull out a small pack of biscuits.
Biscuits aren't sweet.
Try one of these then. Her tail is wagging, showing her disapproval. But she slowly reaches in and pulls one out. She sniffs it as well.
The smell of this one is unusual.
She nibbles on it.
That is surprisingly pleasant.
It looks like it looks like you enjoy sweet things then. Feel free to have as many as you like.
Please, do not let me be so unrestrained right now.
Even though she says that, she's reaching into the packet and pulling out a whole handful.
It's like the guy with the watermelon in the video we just watched.
It's just this video of this guy, he has a watermelon.
Like a whole watermelon.
Yeah. And he just picks it up and he just starts rapidly eating it. It's
like a rat.
Yeah, it's like something you see in a cartoon where the person just like eats the food and like there's like a drill.
He's like a wood chipper.
Yeah, like a wood chipper. That's what it was. It's like, what?
It's a little more than a little disturbing. They're positively delicious. Not quite as good as sweet curry made by your grandfather. I'm very fond of these treats you have shown me.
Is that why you ate all of them?
They were all right. I guess.
Okay. They're nice to have once in a while. But make sure you don't get into the habit of eating them whenever you're stressed.
She comes out with 8 more bags. I won't.
I promise.
Yes, I imagine that could be quite fattening if I am not careful. What else do you have to show me?
I hand her a bottle of green tea. Green tea! I like this brand the best.
Tea, is it? Remember, they used to serve a lot of it in our house.
Really? They have tea in the Beyond.
The Beyond, to some extent, does reflect your world as far as I know. But who knows?
She takes the bottle from me. For a moment, she looks blankly at it.
How are you supposed to eat that?
I took the top off and handed it to her.
Oh, I see how it works now. You have to break it. How embarrassing. How barbaric.
Hey, I didn't know how to tie my shoelaces for years. Not knowing how everything works straight away isn't something to be ashamed of.
But you are dumb.
Very dumb.
Right, thank you.
She takes it. Oh, she takes a deep sip from the bottle.
How can you take a deep sip? You either take a sip, or you take a drink, or you take a gulp. You can't take a deep sip. That's called a drink. Just my opinion, of course. It certainly does taste like proper tea. Yet there seem to be many bottles of it inside that shop.
The wonders of mass production.
Mass production? Oh, mass production.
Yeah. Yeah. The tea can remain fresh for a very long time if you keep it chilled.
How convenient. Well, it does have some interesting things about it.
She
No, she doesn't. She doesn't take another deep sip because you can't. I've never thought about serving it cold before. It is very refreshing.
Yeah, it's great when you're tired and just want something to drink. It's good for you too, so it really isn't much of a downside. Wait. What was that look on Kaio's face?
Hey, Toru.
Hey. Isn't that a bit informal?
What do you think of me as I look blankly off into the void?
What do you mean?
Do you find me attractive?
Why are you asking something so suddenly? She leads him further, her eyes looking a bit dazed.
Do you like the boob? I have the boob. I have 2 of the boob.
She firmly grabs her breast with her hands, cupping both of them.
Am I, Toru? They told us all about how attraction works in your world. How men like the boob. They say that men like to pay attention to the boob. Like these boob.
just boo.
These boob.
She squeezes them for a moment before easing her grip, laying themselves back into place. Her cleavage spills a little bit out the top of her shrine maiden uniform. What's even weirder is that her face is flushed. Almost like...
Toru, are you there? Can you see the boob? Do you like the boob?
Well, most men do like things like that. It's just part of who we are. Why are you asking me that?
I don't know. Just felt like it.
She stumbles a bit.
That's funny. I feel weird, Toru. Everything feels distant.
She reaches out towards my face and gently rests it on one of my cheeks.
Why is my coordination so bad? I need all of my concentration to do that properly. I don't know at all. This is weird.
She stumbles again, gently bumping into my chest. Wait, Kyle. Are you drunk? How did this happen?
I don't know. What is being drunk anyway? My head feels all warm and fuzzy.
Was it the tea? It must have been.
And I don't really feel scared at the moment.
Scared of what?
Saying what I'm really thinking. I'm supposed to be a good girl. Say things that need to be formality of a ritual. Well, I say all this stuff stupid. Why even bother with it?
You're drunk, Kyle. Go home. You're saying things you don't really mean.
Am I?
I'm worried about you. Let's just get you home.
You're so nice, Toru. Wish I could be as nice as you.
Seeing the usually refined and graceful Kyle stumbling around like this, it's quite a shocking sight to behold. She begins to rub her face into my chest.
I like your scent, Toru.
Do you?
Yes, my nose is very sensitive. It's very covered, very warm. Also, I'm standing into a fluffy cloud. How you be around you, Toru?
She looks like she's about to pass out on my chest.
I want to take a nap right here and now.
I can't help but bring herself to notice how her chest is pressing up against me. But even with that distraction, I better not lose my focus.
Do you want to touch the boob, Toru? Do you want to touch the boob? I have the boob.
You can't fall asleep here, you know. Let me get you back to your house.
That sounds fine. Take me there, Toru. I feel very tired all of a sudden.
Leaning against me the entire time, I slowly walk Kyle back to my house. How am I going to explain this to Grandpa when I get back?
Excuse me. I just had some tea. Spirits can sometimes have unexpected reaction to certain food in our world. The tea they drink in the beyond is very different from the tea over here.
But aren't they more or less human?
Yeah, more or less. There are a couple things which don't quite mesh that well together when they step into our world. It turns out green tea makes them drunk. Because of course it does.
Grandpa seems somewhat amused by the whole situation.
Just another hazard of being a priest, Toru. Don't worry about it, okay?
I feel my cheeks flush a bit as I reflect on it.
Oh, don't tell me she was hitting on you.
Don't put it like that. She isn't herself right now.
Oh, Toru. The thing about being drunk is you're more honest with your feeling. Oh, sometimes, I guess. For better or worse. If I were to take a guess, she's starting to like you a lot. Probably more so than you bargained for. Naoka won't be any different either.
He's laughing to himself again.
Oh, my grandson might be starting a family sooner than I thought. Now that's going to be a sight to see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Yes, I think they have some feelings like that.
But you need to think about where you're going to fit into all this, right?
Well, yeah.
That's just how it is.
Grandpa shrugs.
Think you'd better go check on her. Got a few things I need to do around the house.
Oh, goodness. I haven't pulled out those weeds yet.
Grandpa, have you not pulled out those weeds yet? Probably a little damn thing. They come back even if you pull them out. Back won't let me redig the whole area, so I'm just going to put up with it. Anyway, off you go, Toru. Let me know how it works out.
At his behest, I head back to my room. There's no Kaio to be seen anywhere. She must have woken up and gone back to her shrine. I wonder how much she will remember when she's there. Taking a seat at my desk, I've been to think about what Granddad said. Am I really going to fall in love with one of them? That's a question I've been avoiding. Let's say I do. What happens from there?
Do we bang? I hope so.
Oh, man.
I do like the boob and the butt.
And they got both of those, so I think we're all good there.
It's really a crapshoot.
Does that mean I'm going to settle in this town for the rest of my days? It's obvious that being a priest...
I don't know, something about the way you say it. It's obvious.
It's obvious that being a priest at this shrine is going to be a very long-term commitment, no matter what way you look at it. So what will happen from here? What should I do? What should I do? Well, perhaps I'll be able to travel or something. They told me that I just need to be here so that they have a beacon, which was to help anchor themselves to this world. Once they've anchored to those shrines, does that mean I'm no longer needed? I'm not sure. We'll probably never get an answer. I'm not sure how that will make me feel.
Very sad.
Well, it's something I can think about later. Okay.
Whenever we come back, we'll find out how much time has passed since he's arrived. Excuse me. There's like a hiccup burp.
Hiccup.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.